Earth is a beautiful place, but not all of it is made for us. Hidden in the corners of this planet, a place is so hostile, so strange and so downright terrifying that stepping into them feels like challenging nature itself. Today, we're going to explore the 7 places humans were never meant to visit. Some will burn you, some will poison you, and one will straight up shoot arrows at you. Let's begin. At first glance, it looks like a lake of lava, but this surreal body of water in Tanzania is very real and very deadly. Lake Natron gets its deep crimson color from salt-loving microorganisms that thrive in its alkaline waters. But what really makes this place infamous is what it does to life. The lake's water is so alkaline, reaching pH levels of 10.5 or higher, that it can burn skin, eyes, and internal organs. Animals that fall in are often mummified, preserved in eerie, statue-like poses by the high concentration of sodium carbonate. It's like nature's taxidermy, a moment frozen in time. Some locals believe the lake has spiritual powers. Scientists believe it's a geological anomaly. Either way, if you take a dip, you're not coming out the same if you come out at all. Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island. Just off the coast of Brazil, it's a paradise. If your idea of paradise includes being surrounded by thousands of venomous snakes. The golden lancehead viper is one of the deadliest snakes in the world. Its venom melts flesh and causes internal bleeding. And guess what? There's estimated to be 1 snake every square meter on this island. Locals whisper that an old lighthouse keeper once lived here with his family until they all vanished. The legend says the snakes crawled in through the windows at night. Whether it's true or not, one thing is, the Brazilian government has banned all visitors. Only researchers with special permits and iron nerves are allowed. In 1986, a nuclear reactor exploded in the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. What followed was one of the most catastrophic disasters in human history. An entire city, Pripyat, was evacuated within days. Homes left behind, dolls still sitting in classrooms, food still on tables. Today, it's a ghost town frozen in time, but the danger never left. Radiation levels are still dangerously high, trees grow twisted, animals are born with deformities, and yet tourists continue to flock here, fascinated by the eerie beauty and quiet devastation. Some believe the zone is healing, others say the earth is still angry. Either way, it's a place where nature took back what humans abandoned. In the middle of Turkmenistan's Karakum Desert, there is a fire that has burned for over 50 years. A giant crater, 230 feet wide, 100 feet deep, nicknamed the Door to Hell. In 1971, Soviet scientists were drilling for natural gas. The ground collapsed, revealing a massive underground gas pocket. To prevent a toxic gas leak, they set it on fire, thinking it would burn out in a few days. That was 5 decades ago. It's still burning. A never-ending flame in the heart of the desert, visible from miles away. Standing near the edge, the heat is overwhelming. It roars like a living beast. Some say it's a warning from the earth itself. Others just call it another reminder not to play with fire. This might just be the most uninhabitable place on earth. The Danakil Depression is a cauldron of volcanic activity, salt flats, sulfur springs, and boiling acid pools, all under a baking sun that rarely drops below 110 degrees Fahrenheit. The air is toxic, the water is acidic, and the land itself is constantly shifting, yet somehow the Afar people live nearby, adapting to the most extreme conditions imaginable. It looks like another planet, and it acts like one too. Scientists study the area as an Earth analog for what life might be like on Mars. The irony? Life barely survives here. Every year, hundreds try to conquer the world's tallest peak, but above 26,000 feet lies what climbers call the death zone, a place where oxygen levels are so low your body starts to shut down. Your brain swells, your lungs fill with fluid, you hallucinate, and with every step your body eats itself to survive. Rescuing a fallen climber in this zone, nearly impossible. Many who perish remain where they fell, frozen in place, slowly becoming part of the mountain. They become landmarks, grim reminders of the price of ambition. One of the last truly untouched places on Earth, North Sentinel Island in the Bay of Bengal. The people here, the Sentinelese, have remained isolated for over 60,000 years. They reject all contact with the outside world. In fact, they've been known to greet visitors with a shower of arrows. Even humanitarian aid after the 2004 tsunami was met with hostility. In 2018, an American missionary tried to make contact. He never made it off the island alive. The Indian government has declared the island off limits. It's illegal to go there, not just to protect you, but to protect them. Their immune systems have never been exposed to modern diseases. Even a common cold could wipe them out. From fire-spewing craters to radioactive wastelands, our world holds mysteries and dangers beyond imagination. These places weren't meant for us, but that's never stopped us from trying. Which of these places would you dare to visit? Or better yet, which one would you avoid at all costs? Subscribe, like, and comment.